Well, 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 if it isn't 50 degrees outside in early March and we're dying to get to work on the bike here. In this video, we are going to be uncovering the Tuono from its winter slumber. This will be the first time in real time here that you guys are seeing it since I've put it away here in early November. The bike sat. This is like the 1st of March here. We've been getting some 50-degree weather. We've got some rains coming here. We're gonna wash the salt off the road. But I've got a couple different things I want to do to the bike, and in this video we are going to be updating the tune to the custom Gabro racing tune using my UpMap device here. So we'll go ahead, we'll uncover the bike, and I'll just kind of show you guys a quick little walkthrough of flashing that tune and what it looks like, and we'll just hop right into it. So without any further ado, let's get this beast uncovered. So we went ahead and we got the motorcycle totally uncovered here. So this is what it looks like after me not having seen the bike in months. Obviously it's been in my garage, it's funny, but still it's here. This is the first time me seeing it in quite some time here. So here it is uncovered. We're gonna go ahead and take the seats off again. Now, as we can see here, we've got the trickle cable coming out of it. So the bike has been on a charger all winter. I do wanna make sure that we have power and everything like that. So we're gonna go ahead here, snap the key in, make sure the dash fires up. Everything looks good there. Yeah, looks like that's all good. No weird errors or anything like that on the dash. Everything appearing normal there. So that's good. The bike does have power. So yeah, let's go ahead and rip it apart and flash a tune on it then. So with the seats removed, like we've seen before here plenty of times in my video and other Tuono videos, here's what you're working with. The UpMap device is going to plug in right here through this little blinking plug, and we're gonna walk through flashing a new tune. All right, we've got the device plugged in here. Green means go, and we are going to bust out the phone and go into our UpMap device. There's an update available for the device, but I'd like to update it now. So again, this is all live. It says we've got an error because it cannot get ignition with the bike. Obviously the bike's not on, so of course it's not gonna get ignition with the bike. We'll flip on the ignition of the motorcycle there. We will retry this. That should be good. That's blue, it's connected, and we will update the UpMap as well. UpMap's connected, active internet connection, Bluetooth is on. We'll go ahead and go. And this is only gonna just update the software on the device itself that it uses to communicate with the vehicle. Since I'm gonna be flashing a new map, I figured it would probably make the most sense to have the most up-to-date software that I can possibly have on the device. So we're gonna update the software on the UpMap itself here. Just kind of go through the firmware update. And then once that's done, I'm going to flash the Gabro Custom Tune race map for a DCAT exhaust system with the stock airbox specific to the Tuono V4. So let's update the UpMap and we'll see. So our firmware has updated and rebooted and we're connected to the motorcycle. So what we're gonna do now is we're going to download the map. You can see here, we've got the green, the battery is nicely charged, so no worries about that. We're gonna go into the rider icon here. Super easy again. Go to maps, here's the map. Oh, actually something I'll show before I get into that. You can see here, there's this map, which is the standard race map, and then there's this, which is the DCAT map. So I'm gonna go into that. Get it all here. You can see here what it's made for. Custom performance map based on the Aprilia race map. It's going to help smooth out a lot of the power band. You're going to get a little bit of peak power, but you're going to also gain power everywhere under the curve, and it's going to help with any kind of RPM smoothness, choppiness, idling, everything like that. And it will also allow me to fully remove these cables here for the servo motor and not mess with the bike at all. This will also be compatible with the airbox. If I wanted to go ahead and throw the upgraded filter and RSV4 box on here, I could do that. And it also just goes through all the different specs there, you know, if you're gonna race the bike. They say typical gain, 2 to 3 horsepower over the OEM race map on the whole power plot. And then there's obviously the peak power with that as well. But without any further ado, all you do is click install. Make sure you've got the UpMap connected, internet on, Bluetooth on, dashboard turned on, bike in the run position. We are. So we're gonna go ahead and click go. It'll make sure everything's good. And like I said in the previous flashing video, this device is pretty idiot-proof. It won't let you do anything unless all of the criteria that need to be met by this device are met. So now that it's got everything kind of set up and ready to go, we're transferring it. It's going to do what it needs to do here. The dash will go crazy a little bit. And if the device does need you to cycle the ignition or anything like that, it will tell you right here on the UpMap screen itself. So we're going to go ahead and let this flash. I don't remember it taking too long. The first flash is always a little bit longer. This bike has been flashed before through this device using the OEM Aprilia race map, so I don't anticipate it taking too long to do this new map. But we'll go ahead and see. I'll check back with any new updates. Here's one of those things to not be worried about. It's doing the new map setup and the hazards are on. It's saying, you know, certain things are not working on the bike. You're getting, you know, trouble codes, ECU disconnected, alarm disabled, all sorts of things. But as long as the progress bar keeps going up, which in my case it is, you don't have anything to panic about. As you can see now, the flashers went off. It's kind of just cycling through different things here. If you've never flashed a car or motorcycle before, that could definitely be a little bit scary and disheartening, but it's nothing to worry about. It's just kind of one of the quirks of flashing. It'll go through here. So it'll pretty much do the installation of the file, and then it will set it up so you have a different loading bar now, and it's just going through right now and setting up the map rather. So if I get any kind of cool flashing lights or anything new like that, I'll touch base with you guys. Update, it's been a few minutes and it's definitely still just as slow as before. You can see here we're only at 64%. I think I started this whole process around like 12:35. It's now 12:42, so we're going on 10 minutes flashing. Again, not a super long time, but if you don't have your bike hooked up to a battery charger, I could see that being a problem. So if you don't already, before you start this, make sure the bike's hooked up to a battery charger. I think that's gonna make a big difference for you. But again, it's communicating. My progress bar is still updating. You get kind of this little blue purple flashy light out of the UpMap device there. And it's working. Again, you still get these crazy trouble codes going on through the dash. Nothing to panic about. Yeah, we're chugging along. 72. So that's pretty much it. It's done now. So it'll cycle through. It'll say shut off vehicle dashboard. Press OK to continue. I shut it off. Pressed OK. Loads for a second. It'll say turn on vehicle dashboard. Press OK to continue. Turn it on. Press OK. And it says mapping successful. So you can see now we've got the check mark next to the map that we just went to install there. And that's it. The bike should be good to rip. You can see here we've got the race map icon still installed, meaning it is a race map on the bike. It didn't even zero out my trip meter or anything like that, which is pretty neat. But yeah, this is it. Give me a second here. I'll kind of get everything tidied up and we can do a cold start, make sure the signals still work in the headlights as they're supposed to, and make sure the bike still runs. Well, without any further ado, I guess let's see if it starts. Started right up. Still have signals in the headlight. Well, it started without much of an issue and ran no problems. So I'm gonna call that good. Obviously, you should always let your bike reach operating temperature and maybe ride it to make sure everything's good. But in the case of here, I've got a few other things I need to do before I take it out on the road. So we're gonna call that good. The map was flashed successfully. Bike turns on, everything's good. Make sure that you put your OBD connection back away, so plug it into its little standoff post here, the blanking post, and tuck the wire away so that nothing's touching or rubbing. You can turn off the bike and you're good to go. That's gonna wrap it up for the little made in Italy UpMap flashing update video here. So we went from the Aprilia OEM race map in this video to the Gabro Racing Custom Tune for this bike. I can't wait to ride it and give you guys some feedback about how it feels and the differences between stock and the OEM race map. So be on the lookout for that video in the future as soon as we can get some miles on this. But that's gonna close out this one. I just wanted to kind of show you guys the process, a little bit more detailed of flashing the bike, because before I kind of just, went through and I didn't actually do it. This one I was able to flash for you guys live, first-hand point of view. So thanks for checking this one out, and I will catch you guys in the next video.